Oh man, so I know normally on this channel we talk a lot about Phantom. It's a promising layer 1 solution. We've looked at the total value locked. We know how amazing a project this is from a fundamental and technical perspective. But today we need to talk about one which a lot of people have stopped talking about recently, and that is Solana. Am I going to be swapping my Phantom for Solana? Am I going to change my mind and move across to Solana? Well, the answer is no. But Solana is on my mind. I'm going to show you now in the charts why I think this is something that, because it's now fallen out of the narrative, it suddenly piques my interest. And I want to bring this to your attention because this is how you build sustainable wealth in crypto. You want to find the narratives when nobody's talking about them, and that is where you want to start building out your position. So if you are somebody that FOMO'd in and you're openly honest about it, and you're like, yep, when everybody was talking about Solana, I FOMO'd in. I had green candle disease here, and I had some green candle disease over here. Then pay attention to this video because I'm going to talk to you about Solana and why I think now might be an interesting time to load up some of your bags. And before I do that, guys, one thing I do want to show you is, look, let's be completely frank about this. If we look at Solana here on DeFi Llama, you can see the total value locked is falling over the last 7 days. It's down 10%. It's down 3% on the day today. And, you know, if you take into consideration the pool 2 amounts as well, Phantom has actually flipped Solana in this rankings. So my answer is not that that I'm going to swap Phantom for Solana. No, I'm not. My Phantom position is where it is. I'm happy with it, and I'm super bullish on Phantom as I continue to be. But does that mean suddenly Solana is a bad deal? No, I'm starting to think this is a good deal. The attention is flocking away from Solana, and that is good because all of that froth on the top is gone away. All that retail and non-sophisticated investor base who just piled in to FOMO in when Solana was reaching its highs of 260, they've gone away, right? Their money's gone out of Solana, and we're seeing that bleed out now. When the market's fearful, you see this start to bleed out. That's why we're seeing that now. Now all the excitement's behind Phantom, right? Everybody's flocking into Phantom. They're all excited about Phantom. Where were they when it was cheaper, when we were covering it here on this channel? So now, whilst they're flocking behind that, let's go find the next narrative. And I think Solana has been secretly undervalued here right now. Not super undervalued, sorry, but we're at a clever point now where I'd be considering loading up some more. I was fortunate enough to be buying Solana in the low 20s to 25 range. So I've got myself a good position. I've done pretty well, but I'm always looking for areas of weakness in the price where I want to be topping up. And you can see from here, when we run up to our all-time highs of 260, we've been on a consistent downtrend here on Solana. And if I take out our measuring tool, let's just measure that move to the lowest point. We were down 50%, and to where we're at about now, trading at 147-ish, we are currently still down 43%. This is a 43% discount on Solana, which, let's face it, overnight hasn't become a bad project. It's out of favor. It's not in the news headlines right now, but has anything changed? Are they no longer backed by some of the best venture capital funds of crypto? Are they suddenly not backed by FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried? Do they suddenly not have massive amounts of total value locked? They do, even though it's showing some signs of redness over the last few days and weeks. It's still a high market cap project with a lot of total value locked. It still does 1.8 million in a day in just NFTs. And I think that's what people are missing right now, is that Phantom and a lot of the other layer 1 solutions we talk about on this channel have been doing really well from DeFi. But for some reason, Solana really has managed to get the attention of NFT investors. So while it was built for DeFi and, you know, it has low transaction fees, good block finality, and good fundamentals behind how it's built as a good layer 1 solution, the actual people it's managed to bring into its ecosystem are people who want to transact on NFTs, which is really interesting. And this is part and parcel due to the fact of what we've been talking about with Ethereum. Ethereum has been unusable, and it's been unusable for a while. People want to buy NFTs, and they don't want to pay more than the NFT costs in gas fees. And that is why you're seeing $1.8 million a day being transacted on Solana. I think one of the highest days were 9 million in a day just on NFTs. This is huge from Solana, and this is going to continue to grow as and when we get more mass adoption. Now, we know from, you know, the structure of Solana, they're capable of 65,000 transactions per second. We know they've got extremely low gas fees, right? The cost per transaction is like 0.00025, so it's extremely usable and practical, and that's what people want when they want to play games. They want to play to earn, they want to use NFTs, and that is where Solana continues to be a strong player. And that's why we got to take this seriously. We've got to have a position in our portfolio for Solana. And again, I already had this position, but I'm bringing this to your attention, guys, because when you miss out on opportunity like this, and you had green candle disease and you're buying at the froth at the top, these are your moments of retracements where you want to be topping popping up. Here would have been a clever one at the EMA ribbon. Here would have been another good one. But this is the perfect one because one, you've been on a downtrend for a long period of time. But two, we've just come down on our daily, our 200-day moving average. Okay, so this is where you want to be topping up. This is a great position to top up. Look at the RSI as well. The RSI is currently sitting at about 40 odd. Okay, so we're still extremely oversold here on Solana, and it's just a matter of time before the narrative starts moving away from some of the ones that are in the limelight now and starts moving back to a project like Solana. And that is why, again, I want to bring it to your attention because this is a very promising project with a lot of scope to continue to grow. I mean, we're nowhere near Ethereum's market cap, and a lot of people tout Solana as being the complete Ethereum killer. Can it be? Will it be? We're yet to know, but we got to allocate the right amount of our portfolio to a project like this without sleeping on it. So these are the moments when you want a dollar cost average into this project on these dips. And that is why when nobody's talking about it, no YouTube influencers are making videos on this, that's when you quietly want to look at the price action, look at the fundamentals. Has anything changed? Has the project changed? Have the founders changed? Has anything fundamentally changed? And then you want to allocate your positions. Now, completely openly and just, transparently, one of the things which is on a lot of people's mind is obviously the downtime that Solana had. That's naturally going to weigh on people's beliefs around Solana and how secure it is as a platform and preventing downtime in the future. Again, we have to keep an eye on that. How decentralized is Solana? Another thing we have to keep an eye on. But in terms of the fundamentals of the project, the total value logged, the use cases, and right now being at such an attractive price point, if you're picking up Solana here at 146, you've got a 50% gain just back to all-time highs, which we know we can achieve comfortably when Bitcoin gets this leg stretching, let alone where we can go if we start to look at ETH's market cap and whether Solana can actually start flipping ETH. So really interesting right now. Like I said, my attention is focused on a lot of these solid layer one solutions right now, and that includes the likes of Solana, includes the likes of ADA, even though ADA needs to get a move on with its DEX and really get going before people really start to get upset, and they're really upset, to be honest, already. Then you've got your likes of Terra Luna, which we've covered. You've got Algorand, which we'll cover again, continue to cover on this channel. You've got Elrond, you've got Phantom, a lot of great layer one solutions, and that's where the narrative is right now. And then we want to start looking at some of our interoperability plays, right? The likes of Cardano comes under there. You've got Polkadot with its parachain. You've got Cosmos with its interoperability as well. These are the narratives which are going to prevail right now in 2022. And that's where I'm looking to invest in right now. I'm keeping an eye on projects like this, which are showing quite extreme levels of weakness right now in the price point, but projects which I know are sound, right? So if you were to compare this to the likes of Phantom, right? If we were to pull up, so you can see here on Solana, we're well below our EMA ribbon on the daily. We're bearish. We've been in a sustained downtrend. And if I'm to pull up Phantom, you can see the complete opposite, right? Even in Bitcoin's weakness, we've been in a bull market here on Phantom, so to speak. We've been bullish since 24th of December. It's just been an absolute run, right? If we pull up, let's pull up, where's Luna? Let's pull up Luna. You want to look at Luna as well. Luna's just been above its EMA ribbon and continuing roaring up on this upward trend. Huge, massive upward momentum here on the daily, right? We briefly lost our daily EMA ribbon, then we just bounced straight back up here on Luna. So these are the projects I'm looking for. That's my kind of mindset going into this right now. I love to find projects where people are not interested in. When people are interested and everybody's talking about it, I'm all right. I don't want to be FOMOing it. I don't have green candle disease. But when nobody's talking about it and I know it's a solid project and I've done my research on it, I've built my conviction, at that point I don't mind dabbling a little bit and adding to my positions if I'm underweight on those projects in my portfolio. So just thought I'd bring that to your attention, guys. I know a lot of people aren't making videos on Solana right now because it's not having its powerful pump days. And when it does, those guys will say, oh yeah, we've been making videos on this for a long time. So hope you guys found this useful. If you appreciate this blend between technical and fundamental analysis, then as always, don't forget to smash up the like buttons, subscribe if you want to support this channel a little bit more. Consider becoming a member of this channel. Click join, become a member. You'll get a nice sticker next to your name which shows you are an OG and you were here when others weren't. And also you'll get a bunch of altcoin emojis which you can spam in the comments just to show you're a member. But also you'll get access to our community thread, guys. And over there, you'll be able to ask me questions on your favorite coins, your favorite cryptos, any questions you have with your portfolio. You can ask me over there as a priority. As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.